Hey guys, it's Lear O here again from ScopeRush.com. Thanks so much for checking out the blog. I'm in sunny Sunshine State, California. No, we're not. We're in Florida. I'm in the beautiful Sunshine State of Florida right now, enjoying the beautiful weather. Today I want to talk about packaging and pricing your digital marketing services, whether that's PPC or SEO. People always ask me how I package them, and I want to go over the most effective and the most profitable ways of doing so. So let's head over to my computer and let's go over the different ways. Hey guys, so this is packaging and pricing your digital marketing services, and let's just get right into it. So I'm actually not going to be telling you how much to charge. A lot of people ask me how much they should charge for their services or how much I charge. The truth is, it should be based off of your value proposition and what sort of value you're bringing to the table, how much time you're giving to the client, your expertise in the actual service is a huge one, and your personal goals. If you want to make a certain amount of money, obviously you're going to need to charge higher amounts. So that's what you have to take into account. Another thing is that if they make an ROI, if they're making a return on investment, the value can be built up to any price if you're a good salesman. So if they're making, they're spending $2,000 with you and they're making $10,000 back, that's a huge ROI. You can technically be charging up to, $9,500 for that ROI, and they're still making an ROI. So it depends on, your salesmanship, but as long as they're making an ROI, you can technically charge that much, up to that much. And lastly, structuring the deal is actually still very important. So even though I'm not telling you how much to charge, you can still structure and present the prices of your services in a sales call and to your prospect in a certain way that'll actually benefit you in the end of the day, and it'll seem like they're getting a better deal, which they technically are. So let's just get into that, but right before, I want to go over the different types of offerings that you'll see out there and which ones I focus on. So we have PPL, which is pay per lead. Essentially, you're being paid for every lead you send to the client, so it's coming out of your own pocket, but they're paying you for that. There's pay for results, so this is sort of a guaranteed thing. You only get paid once you actually get results. There's one-time payments, so a company will pay a freelancer something like crazy. I've heard up to like $8,000. Just go and rank me. It doesn't make sense because that's not how SEO works. You need to continue to be paid to buy links and to work on the person's site. It can't be a one-time thing, but that exists. So as you can tell, you should stay away from that. There's guaranteed rankings, so you have to guarantee your rankings. You put your money where your mouth is, type of thing. That's also something I don't recommend. There's guaranteed leads, so if you promise a certain amount of traffic from SEO and you can't live up to it, you can guarantee the leads and get them from another source like PPC and then deliver them to the client. And of course, there's the most classic one, which is the monthly retainer, where you get paid month in and month out for your entire services altogether. And I did include a small little PDF down below. If you like this video, go ahead and share the post and you'll be able to download the PDF, which explains a bit more detail, how to choose, which one to choose, and how to structure your personal deal. So go ahead and download that. So once the sales start rolling in, you can be confident to ask for full retainers from the beginning. If you need to go through all the gimmicks through pay-per-lead and all these different things, even though it might be working for you, they might end up being a headache of a client and they don't see the value of your service. In other words, you didn't convey it well enough. If you're stuck and you're not able to sell your service, and then you have to resort to, okay, just pay me only once I get you ranked, or I'll guarantee it, or only pay me for every lead, then you start to get onto all these gimmicks, and if the client really needed that, then they might end up being a sort of headache client, as we call them. So what I focus on are monthly retainers, selling from the bat, and this is how I do it. So usually there's a setup fee, and that could be whatever you want it to be. Hopefully it shouldn't be more than the monthly retainers. It just doesn't make sense to me to do that. But that does cover a lot of things, and it's not just a made up fee. There is then 3-tiered pricing for SEO. So I would actually give them 3 tiers or 3 options or packages that they can choose. And the only thing that really changes between those packages are the number of keywords. Or if I'm selling PPC, it'll be one price per month for the PPC plus a percentage of their ad spend. So if they're only doing, let's say like they only have 3 main products, I won't do percentage of ad spend because they don't have anything to really scale. They don't have a ton of services like an e-commerce product which has hundreds of products. So if it's just a small local business, it'll be just the one price for PPC. But if it's a large business that has a lot of offerings or a lot of products, then once they start to scale up their spend, then we can start to take a percentage like 10 or 20% of their ad spend with Google. And that'll be extra. So let's explain this multi-tiered pricing. So it's based on pricing psychology, and it helps get the most money in your pocket essentially for what you're offering, and it also benefits the client. So this came from National Geographic, this specific example, so I'll just share it with you. So there's 2 scenarios. They set up a movie theater with 2 different scenarios of popcorn being sold. The first scenario was that there's only 2 popcorn options. There's $3 for a small and $7 for a large. Now what happened was everyone looked at the small and said that's way cheaper, and I don't really want that whole large thing. I'm not going to spend over double just to get the large. So everyone went with small. Now in the second scenario, they didn't change anything. All they did was add a medium size for $6.50. So it's still more than double the small, but it's only 50 cents less than the large. So what happened in this scenario is that they looked at the 3 prices. They said, I can use more popcorn. I might be willing to pay $6.50 for medium, but it's only 50 cents more to get the large. And a lot of people, majority of people, ended up getting the large popcorn. So just with the small insertion, this extra package, in other words, they were able to sell the large and essentially make the most money out of it. And we can do the same thing with SEO. So what we do with SEO would be to offer a small, medium, and large package, and the only thing you can really change is the amount of keywords that are available. So you can do $3 for maybe 3 keywords, $6.50 for 8 keywords, and then $7 for 10. So they're thinking to themselves, I'm already getting 8 keywords, might as well get 2 more for only 50 cents more. And then they completely don't think about the first package because it's so small and they're not going to get much results with just 3 keywords. So it just becomes these 2, and because the difference between these 2 are so little, they end up going with the large package. Now the opposite can actually be done, and you can actually push everyone into a middle package. So you'll see this a lot with software companies. They'll have a whole bunch of tiers, different types of accounts that you can purchase for premium users. And then there'll be a 3rd tier for like executive or enterprise sort of thing, which is just way out of your budget because you don't need all those extra features. And what they do then is they make the middle package seem so desirable because the smallest package is usually missing crucial features. So the small package will be like really basic and missing crucial feature. Medium package will have absolutely everything you need. And then the enterprise package will be completely out of your budget and unnecessary. So you end up going with the medium one, which is usually a lot more expensive and ends up making them the most money. So they push people into the middle package. You can do the same thing with SEO or PPC as well. To read more about this, just want to make this video short. You can read Predictably Rational by Dan Ariely. He writes a great book. Explains sort of the pricing psychology of the hooks and how all this works. And once again, I included a PDF below explaining this in a bit more detail, how to price your services, a bit more math involved. So go ahead and download that and make sure to share the video. Thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. And I'm going to go over the most effective ways and the most profitable ways